and I'm going to start this video shortly. Tonight is the Gbasgbos night, and if you're not yet following ATG on YouTube, it's time for you to go and search us on YouTube. You can see the YouTube link over here. Once we publish the video on YouTube, you see our the name properly, but you must follow us on YouTube so that you don't miss any discussion. So once again, I want to say happy to you. Today is Friday, and Friday at night where two of you must enjoy yourself maximum. If possible, go and rent a hotel tonight itself or tomorrow night and enjoy yourself. Enjoy all the couscous, enjoy all the Gbasgbos things, and let there be sound. Let there be thunder and rain. Thunder, rain, fire, and storm. Yes, 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 yes. But if you are coming with your church mind, then you can go back. Oh, today is not church service. Today is the reality of life. Okay, if not for sex, I'll not be here. If not for sex, you'll not be here listening to me. Sex brought everybody here, but sex must be respected and also played in the right environment. We must honor sex and see sex as a good thing. Sex is not a bad thing. It's how you think of it. Like the Holy Book says, as a man thinketh, so he is. There's nothing good or bad. It's what you do with it. Like even the book said that it's not what you eat that makes a man unclean, but what you bring out. It's not what you know that makes you good or bad. It's what you use with what you know. The fact that you're exposed to bad things doesn't mean you use them for bad means. What I'm trying to say is that sex is not good or bad. It's what you use it for that matters. Some people don't respect sex, and it has caused them life. And some people, yes, they respect sex, and then they enjoy the fruits thereof. So today I want to say welcome to you all. My name is Dr. J once again. I'm just waiting for people to join here. We have people already online. Vivian Diko Briggs, Ebere, Omiedulukwe, Omolade Akimbami Dada, Martha Otele. We have trying to scroll down. Nena Owu Amanam, Moses Damilola Malara. We have Flora Wilson. We have yes. Let's see. We have Morolake Abdurazak. We have Ekon, Debbie, Daniel, Mata Oteli. And also on Instagram here, we have one viewer. And thank you so much, my lovely viewer there. I can see you sharp. Christina Idowu Adeyemi Akomu, one of our moderators here. And also we have Munachi Arinze. Oh, welcome, guys. So without much ado, I'll start slowly, I'll start surely, and then we can all enjoy together. Chibuzo Uba Okeke, Eze Darlington, Chibueze, Odoanyo Wofiat. If I've missed your name, please apologies for that. Fresh Felix Insikak. Anoluwa Kwade Funke Oluwa something. I can't read the full thing there. We also have Ofia Obiano Ju Nwanko. Thank you so much. Patience Sopoluchi. You said you can't hear me. Everybody can hear me now. Maybe it's just your phone. Try and adjust the your reception there. Oyibo, blessing. Let me tell you something. Today is another day where we'll be dealing with the topic of sex to the nitty-gritty. Okay, if you've missed any of my discussion on sex over the last 2-3 months, today is another time for you to enjoy and be refreshed. Okay, thank you. Ibukunluwa, thank you, Christina, for informing that wonderful lady. Ibukunluwa Walson, Clementina John Bassi, Precious Ogochuku. Thank you, my sister, for being here. We have Okunbowa Owas, wonderful name. Look, over the last couple of days, we've been discussing here on ATG, and you have seen that I made mention of the fact that some people do notice that they fart during sex, and I said that should be music to your husband's ears. And I also made mention of the fact that if you're repeatedly farting and your fart is offensive, okay, there's something wrong with your food combination, which you should sort out as soon as possible. Now, people take it for a joke. You see, if you're farting and your fart smells and stinks, yes, there's something wrong with your food combination or with what you're eating. You see, there's nothing wrong in your poop smelling. Poops are supposed to smell. That's a fact. But the issue is that if your poop is becoming offensive and regularly, and you're farting offensive fat, yes, and whenever you eat, you're always having this rumbling stomach, there's something wrong with your food combination, which you should sort out as soon as possible. You see, let me tell you something. Like I always say here, we are 3 things, okay? And those 3 things make us. What we inherit from our parents, which we cannot change, our genes, that's a fact. Number two, what we eat. And number three, where we live. The easiest thing to change is what we eat. Where we live, yes, it's easy to change, but it costs us a lot of money to move houses or to move location. But what we eat is what we can easily change. When you look at people and you analyze the cause of death, okay, once you remove sudden unexpected factors, okay, like sudden death, maybe accident or some sort of accident, God forbid, you realize that most people that die from sickness or illness, there's always a dietary undertone to it. People that are obese, they die from medical problems much earlier than people that are well fit. It's fact. Even with obs and gynae, for example, when you're trying to deliver a woman that is obese, C-section, or forceps delivery, or even trying to repair vaginal tear, if the woman is on the big side, it's always a problem, because as you are parting this pillar and you're parting this pillar, it's falling back again. You can't even see where you're trying to suture. It's headache. And even as the woman is trying to heal up, there's increased risk of blood clot in the chest or legs, which can be very fatal. So being overweight is as a result of what you are eating. You say, hey, but it's not me. I just eat small. I get big. It's my genes. Even if it's your genes, you can tame your genes by what you eat. Okay? So diet is very essential. Now let's move to fat during sex. You see, I've seen people, okay, I also am a sexual, I counsel people about sex as well. You see, whenever we talk on ATG, there's always a sexual harm, which you know is not very active now, but I counsel people, and I've realized that people usually fat during sex, and the husband is complaining. And I wonder why the man is complaining. This is supposed to be joy for you. The fact that your wife is fatting during sex, it means that all the vaginal muscles are well relaxed, and she's giving you on a platter of gold. For someone to be able to fart while you are doing the pumping action, that means that person has found solace and peace and comfort in your presence, and he has given you a body. The biggest thing a woman can give a man is her body. That is why, as a man, you must respect your wife. She has given you her body. You see, the only thing you need to do is to honor it. Okay? Whether the woman is fat and doing sex, it's supposed to be music and joy to you. In fact, me, I love it safe. There's nothing wrong, you see, and especially some women even feel embarrassed. Okay, before they had the baby, there was nothing wrong with they weren't fatting during sex. Suddenly they had the baby, and now it's taking place here now. You are saying, where is it taking place? The Gbasgbos started already here. Yeah, what's that girl's name? She's saying, but I'm also Oluwaseun. Gbasgbos is already happening. You better pay attention. You are late in class. They're saying when is class? Class don't already start. They're saying when is class starting? That we're already entering into the second topic. Oh Lord, this guy. We already started class. We're already talking the Gbas. We've already finished the Gbas. We're already entering the boost. So listen attentively. So you see. So suddenly, before you had your children, doing sex, there was not much fatting. Suddenly, doing sex now, there's gas coming out. You start to worry and panic and think maybe your vagina is losing the tone and your husband will leave you. My sister, there's nothing wrong. Okay, it's even a good thing. I've seen people when before they had children, they don't squirt water during sex. Now they've delivered, they've had their baby. Whenever they are having sex, everything's always flowed down below. It's not urine, they squirt this salty water. It's nothing wrong. It's just a normal change. Okay, people go through changes and sometimes things happen. But once you've gone through childbirth, things are changed and you will never be the same. Your body will never be the same. And it's essentially to your action in the bedroom will never be the same. Okay, now let us go back. If you're a member of this our sexual masterclass, you will have known that there are some things that you must not do before you enter into the bedroom for action. Yes, if you're not following ATG on YouTube, now is the time for you to go and start following ATG on YouTube. So before you leave tonight, go and click our YouTube page, visit us and start following us on YouTube. ATG is on YouTube and it's free. You can watch our videos sequentially, chronologically, without any delay. You can watch our videos all the time and benefit from the fact that we are online, and our videos on YouTube are sequentially arranged so that you don't miss any topic. Once again, I'm Dr. Lalade Babajide, Ask the Gynecologist. I hope you can hear me. Let's continue. Let's bring this camera a bit closer. Very good. So As an ATG member or of our sexual master classes, the first thing is that if you want to have sex, you must make it a routine that as a man, as a woman in Nigeria, especially because our weather is very, very hot and humid, you get a shower. If possible, wash your body with maybe soap, Imperial Leather, Lux, or Joy, whatever you have around you, wash your body in the evening. Usually sex happens in the evening. But once in a while, if you are on your own at home with your wife, have time for some quickies, when and you women too should be spicy. Now you're trying to, on Sunday morning or Saturday morning, your husband is in the kitchen with you or something, be romantic, try and pretend as if you are taking something in the top shelf, trying to take up some sugar or some cornflakes there, and wear your short, skimpy, pimpere bomb short, or is it your shimi, what they call that thing, and let this thing be shaking, para, let the man head turn. All those things that you are seeing outside, you got it within you. Shake it, use it. What you don't use, you lose. Don't snooze. See, shake it for the man. Let the man see that you can shake the basket and you can shake the onion booty. Is good. There's nothing sinful there. There's nothing evil there. It's yours to shake. Some people even want you to shake it. Whether you have it small or big, it doesn't matter. The human brain, from research, the human brain, the man's brain, they interpret sex as the same thing. Whether you're having sex with a robot, sex with lepa, sex is sex in the brain, and it's interpreted in the brain as the same thing. Okay? When you're hungry, whether you eat eba, amala, or fufu, or aku, whatever you eat, the brain center that understands that you are full, what we call the satiety center, I think in the close to the lateral nuclei. I can't remember, it's a long time now. I did neuroanatomy in 1996, so it's a while. So that center in the brain is called the satiety center. Tells you that you are full after eating. Whatever food you eat is the same thing. The same thing in the human brain too. After sex or during sex, that same center interprets sex as the same. So all those things that men see, or big, like pasande, or everything, is all like wrap of the sweet. Everything is the same thing. You can put eclair sweet, you can put tom sweet, now sweet. Is what it's in there that matters. Now, so first of all, you must always ensure that you have shower. You take shower to clean your body. Wash all those rubbish out of your body, all those dirt, stinking things. Wash your body. Number 2, try, most importantly as a man, try and send lovely messages to your wife during the day. How are you today? How is work? How is this? How is that? I love the way you shake those things, like the bass. Send some lovely emoji, some lovely text. You know what I mean? Lovely emoticons, or what they call that thing on WhatsApp. Send those things to her. Let her know that you are thinking about her. Immediately you see a woman pass by you in the office and is shaking those things, remember that you got it at home. Quickly send a text to your wife. How are you on? How are you doing? It will make you to reorientate your energy back to the right source. There's nothing appreciating a woman is beautiful. But when you now go past the level of discipline and you try to encroach into a woman and start to become a bit uncivil in the way you talk to a woman that she's beautiful, that is not good. There's nothing wrong in you appreciating a woman that is beautiful, but once you go past that normal psychological barrier of encroaching and embarrassing them, is not good. So don't get me wrong, okay? So back to our portion, back to our discussion, sorry. Now, as a woman, I always say, or even as men too, it's usually very, very beautiful if, as a black lady, or even any race, you shave down below. By shaving down below, there's less smell, because you see those hairs, those forest hair, whenever you pee, there's a way urine will splash into those hair, and it will make it smell of urine. Imagine the man want to give you, want to lick down your plate there, but it's smelling your urea. The man will lose the energy now. So wash and shave. It's good if you can shave. If you can't shave everything, wash well, shave as much as you can, and then leave very few hair there. It's more beautiful. It's relaxing, tantalizing. See, there's nothing a woman has outside there that you don't have, that you cannot produce. Everything you have as a man, think it's so easy. If you believe that you don't have action won't come except you move. Action won't happen except you change. Okay, so always shave down there. Men too, shave your armpit. Use light perfume. Don't use perfume that is too obviously smelly, and obviously it's got so much obvious fragrance, right? But something cool and something very seductive and serene and quiet. There are many perfume too that men can use that are a bit appealing. that are a bit appealing to women. Some perfumes like Zeus from Dang. I follow this lady called Dang on internet. There's a perfume that they produce called Zeus. It has this smell of burnt wood or burnt oak, like like something like a smell of burnt wood. That smells romantic to women. It contains some lovely pheromone. Women love them. I'm not saying you can start buying Dang now. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that there's that smell. Some women are attracted to men that are bossy. Some are attracted to men that are very assertive. You see, the place that you can control your wife is the bedroom. You can tell her what to do. I always tell people all the time, women love to be told what to do in the bedroom. As a man, you must learn to give command and order in the bedroom. Press the command. See, you have to understand your wife and know which buttons to press that will make her activate a code, and that will make her release the nuclear codes and all those missiles of fire from South Korea to go and hit North Korea, or from Texas to go and hit Mexico. You must know what buttons to press and know the swift codes to activate interlock, activate formation. Every woman has their ringtone. Every woman has their frequency. It's your portion, it's your job as a man to know what ringtone activates and makes that phone to vibrate, okay, at all the time, okay? I tell people all the time here on this page here that there are many things you can do. Sometimes maybe you are exhausted and you can't even perform, you are tired. There's some things you can do to your wife that will make her remember you and make her brain start to tingle, and her ringtone will start to vibrate up and down. Some people is their nipple. Some people is their clitoris. Some people is just you pressing a bum bum or squeezing the breast. You must understand what makes your woman tingle and mingle. You must get it. It's your job to get it. Okay? And most women, 80% of women in the world, they love to be told by their boyfriend or husband or fiancé what to them to do. Flip here, turn here, move this ass here, give me doggy. Okay. Now, back to the sound of music we're talking about all during the week. So I said that a lot of women can fart in their vagina and their men should not get angry at it. See, this farting is very common in the doggy position. And it's just physics. Okay? Because as you move in with your penis, okay, you push air in. As you come out again, you don't come out completely. You move in again, you push air in. So after a while, as you're doing that, you're forcing air in, especially those that have very tight vaginas, okay? There will be sound like that as you're going in. There's nothing wrong. And for some people that have this more big vagina, once you come out, and the woman, usually because of the air going in, there'll be some pain in her tummy. Try and once in a while press her tummy, putting your hand on her back and press the air out. You hear as if tire boss. No be tire boss, so now air they come out. Okay, it's a normal thing. It's not evil. It's not that she's wayward. It's not that she's done or been here anywhere. It's the normal physics. So I've seen some people, they'll come and tell me that now she's producing sound. Some sound is coming from her vagina, that she's gone out. It's not that she's gone out though. It's just normal law of physics. It's normal. It's normal. You haven't seen anything. Okay? I'm not saying that she didn't go anywhere. I'm saying that it is a normal thing. Okay? And it's not evil for a woman to fart on vagina. Vagina is designed that way. Okay? That's why some men need to sit down and properly study their wife's vagina. Once in a while, sit down and look at that thing like this. Look at it and be hypnotized by the sight of vagina. So that you understand every spot, understand every fold in your wife's vagina, and you can remember it. So women can remember every part of their husband's vagina. They study the husband's penis well. So why can't you as a man sit down on the light and study and open your eye, open your nose, open your mouth, open your ears and study the thing? It's supposed to be your zone so that you can know every corner of it. 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9, 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock angle of the vagina. And you know where you can press to make her release and to make her open the dam. Okay? Let me tell you. If you want to appreciate, okay, your wife well, I always tell people, you see, some men worry that their penis is small or big or this and that. You see, let me tell you something. From my research and from my analysis, not all women, excuse me for that, not all women love big penis. You see, if the penis is too big, it can be a disadvantage. Some people too, their penis is too short too. I agree. But if you're on average, you better thank God. I've seen people, they've left their boyfriend or their husband because the man, his cassava is too big. And the thing is shifting their womb. Okay? So because you think some people have big penis and you think yours is average, you are disadvantaged, don't say so. It's not what you have, but how you use it. Okay? Some people, they think that because they have big penis, they can do it, yes, they are master. If you don't know how to use it, you're wasting away. And if you are on the small side too, there are a lot of things you can focus on and you can improve too, to improve your power in the bedroom. It's not just the penis size, it's just how you use it. And it's not even the length, it's actually the width. Most women love their vagina walls to be stretched. And when you're lucky that you have a penis that has got good width or good diameter, it helps to stretch all the nerves around the vagina and it tingles the woman's head. That's why you see a woman, she's in church, she's singing praise the Lord on Sunday morning. She's not singing praise the Lord though. She's singing praise the Lord for the teen that entered into her teen the day before. And she's remembering the blessings of God because God has blessed her all night. There's no sin there. Okay? So if you have a big teen, it doesn't mean that you can do anything. No. If you don't know how to use it where you're wasting your time. And if you're a man and you think that it's only penis you can use to satisfy your wife, you're wasting your time too. Women love different form of stimulation, different things. Some people, once you just lick their hair, they start to shake like leaf falling off the tree. Some people, just to kiss their lips, they will fall like jelly, like wax before the fire. Some people, once you just grab the nipple with your mouth, they start to shake like a baby that is shaking inside bath water. Some people is the clitoris. You have to master. And the good thing is that if you know that your wife has more than one spot, if you can do this, maybe the sport together, like as you are licking the nipple, you are playing with the clitoris gently. Wow. You don't even have to dip the gauge inside the engine oil. She will pour engine oil. She will open the whole thing for you. If a woman gives you her body, your wife gives you her body, she's giving to you a huge thing. That's what my father tells me all the time. If a woman loves you, she will give you everything. And if a woman gives you her body, she's giving you everything. If you make her change her mind, she will hate you. And she can kill you. That's a metaphor anyway. So, there's this belief, okay, that some men, they want to, I say this all the time. It's not as if I don't like church people. I'm a church person too. And, but, I've seen life in a small way. Let me put it that way. I've seen couples, they've come to me too. They say that the man says he's fasting, that's why he can't have sex. You're mad. How can you be saying you're fasting all the time when it's time for ovulation? You're fasting all the time when the woman is asking for sex. Sex, satisfying your wife in bed is a spiritual, heavenly, God-given obligation of any man. Satisfying your man in bed is a spiritual, God-given obligation of any woman. If two of you work together hand in hand to satisfy yourself in bed, you will really have problems. Yes, challenges will come. Tell me. Sometimes there will be no that energy there. Yes, it's true, it can happen. But if two of you work hand in hand to satisfy each other, rarely will you have any problem that you cannot overcome. Okay? As a woman, it's your responsibility to satisfy your husband in bed. As a man, it's your bigger responsibility and it's a spiritual work given to you by God to satisfy that your wife in the bedroom. You should not let any man or anyone do it for you. Look, I've seen people before. I've seen a woman. She appreciates and she loves oral sex, and the man does not want to give it to her. This woman, she has difficulty in getting to that point without getting that oral sex. It's affecting their marriage. And the woman is getting to the point where she wants to go out. That is why before you marry, okay, you must understand each other, because you don't. Marriage is a black market, though. Marriage is an entity where you enter into without even knowing the whole thing. I've seen couples marry and they don't even understand themselves sexually, and when they got married, something else happened. It's as if it's a whole new thing. I'm not saying you should have sex before marriage, but there are things you can discuss and understand about each other, okay? So that you don't enter marriage and now realize that it's not for me. You can back out there. In most cases, you can back out. That is why you should understand each other. If your wife loves oral sex and you eat oral sex, talk about it before you get married. If your man loves oral sex and you eat oral sex, talk about it before you get married. I've talked to couples before. The woman does not want to have doggy. Why? Because just the fact that the man calls it doggy position, the woman associates it as dirty because it's dog. And because maybe in their church they say the dirty sex is dog. People associate the sex with dog behavior. So whenever the woman hears doggy in the bedroom, she loses that appetite for sex and she doesn't want to continue, or she doesn't want that position. But the man wants to try that because he just wants to have fun with his wife. Because of that, they have this problem. So what I told them is, call it your own position. Call it a different position and say genuinely. See, it's doggy, yes. You can call it any name. Maybe before we were born, they are calling it a different name in those days, or they call it a different name after we are gone. Call it something, a different position that you love, that two of you appreciate, that two of you will find fun. Yes. Call it anything. I told people one day that I invented a position called, it's just a joke anyway, called reverse missionary. It was a joke, but to me, I invented it. Okay, but what can I invent? But the fact is that call something a different name that means a lot to you, that only two of you share and nobody else knows. It's good. And nobody is watching you in the bedroom, because I counsel people all the time. You see, you heard something that this is evil, you can't do oral sex. I'm like, do you know what your pastor is doing in their own house? Whatever you do with your wife in your bedroom is nobody's business, because there's no camera there. It's two of you. And there's no court or there's no manual to it. And if you want to chop the thing up and down, 1 to 12, 12 to 4, 69, it's your problem. Nobody needs to know, okay? If two of you want to chop 69 together, do you know what 69? Anyway, I'm sure people know what 69 is here. If you don't know, go and enter room 301. You see, 69. So if two of you love that, then chop it. Nobody needs to know what you did on Sunday morning. It's nobody's blessed business. It's two of his business. Two of you are adults, or you are emancipated adults. Whatever you do in the bedroom is your business. Nobody needs to know. And nobody needs to know, to be honest, to be sincere. So anyway, back to Sex 101. So I tell people all the time on this page that, obviously, before you go into sex with your husband or wife, get a shower after coming from work, light perfume. Thank you guys for joining today. I can see people joining today. Right. I know I came in a bit late, but it's still welcomed. And I can see Akin Adeti Igwe Buikio Ifenyowa. We have wonderful people, beautiful people online today with us. We have Udugba Ebere, Ifinina John Agu, Ebere Ume Odudukwe, Temitope Akimbo Bola Online Moyo. So, okay, anyway, let's continue. Google 69. Yes, Google 69. 69. Okay, so anyway, let's continue, Sean. If you don't like sex, then don't stay here. But I can tell you that because of sex, that's why I'm here. And because of sex, that's why I will that's why you're here too. If there's no sex, we will not be here. Okay, there's nothing wrong with sex. I remember when I was growing up in church in those days, I used to think that sex is something evil, because they've taught us that sex is evil, sex is good. It's how you think about it and how you use it. Anyway, we've passed that stage anyway. Koye Love, Ogundele Mary, Abidemi Mercy Fashino, Ajayi Moyin, Opeyemi. Okay. Anyway, let's continue, Sha, before people start to get sleepy, because we're losing time. You know me, I can't talk much. I stammer once in a while, so I try to quickly compress my discussion. I can't really talk for long. Just a joke. Anyway, Misha. So, shave. You can put some style there, gala style. You can leave the hair around the clitoris. Some people worry, and they are always tormented by the fact that their labia, their vaginal lip, is very, very flabby. Or maybe their clitoris is very thick and very big. or maybe the vagina and the clitoris, there is like a butterfly, and there's many excess skin there. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I know people that have gone to do surgery, vaginoplasty, to reshape the vagina because they are worried. If you are at that point where you feel disgusted, or you feel you have you have low self-esteem just because of the shape of your vagina, don't do so. Don't. There is nothing wrong with your vagina the way God made it. If your vagina is okay, but when you're young, you had a circumcision, they've maybe cut off part of your clitoris, I mean, and probably it's infected, it's swollen, it doesn't look beautiful. Juliet Agbo, sorry if I've missed your greetings. I'm so sorry. Honestly, I didn't see it before. But anyhow, you're welcome, Your Highness. Your Royal Highness, Juliet Agbo, you're welcome here. And it's a beautiful thing to see you, and thank you so much. Yes, Galaxy Aircourt. Yes, Grace Lamina. Okay, now let's continue. There's nothing wrong with your vagina. Let me tell you. Because somebody says that it doesn't look good does not mean anything. Okay? You know me, let me know. I'm trying to see the best way to say this because I have to be careful too. Doctor, your prolactin is 42.9. It's too high now. You're asked to use Bumegon. Yes, you should be on your Bumegon to bring it down. And you should take your Bumegon for at least 4 to 6 weeks. You repeat your prolactin again to see if it's coming down. If not, then we might need to increase the medication or change the medication or add something extra to eat. Okay, let's continue. So, no questions for now. Let's go back to our sex talk. If you don't like sex talk, come back later. All right. So, I know it's a very difficult thing for some ladies, okay? They've had circumcision before, or they've had destruction or defacement of their vagina area, clitoris, vagina wall, so on and so forth. Sometimes you can repair things, sometimes you can't. If you can't, you must now move beyond. You see, let me tell you something. What happened to you, what brought you to where you are, might be your fault, might not even be your fault at all. But how you move from that point onwards is entirely up to you. That's the sad thing, and that's the good thing about life. How you got where you are might not be your fault. It could have even been your fault, deliberately or not deliberately. But how you move on is up to you. If you don't move on physically and mentally, you'll be back. Most importantly, for us to move from where we need to be, and from where we are to where we need to be, we must first of all make that mental shift. First of all, make that mental commitment, mental shift, what we call paradigm shift in all these teachings. Shift your mind. Now, I've seen people that they suffer from erection issues. It's happened to me before. In most cases, it's usually stress. Yes, it's usually stress. For the man, it's usually stress. That is why, as a woman, it's also part of your job, sexually speaking, to ensure that the man is distressed. Let him relax. And how can you make a man relaxed is by showing love too to the man. Men too need to do this as well consistently. To a woman that is your wife has made a commitment to love you and to give you her body on a daily, consistent basis. It's important and very, very vital for a man to keep up toasting his wife. All those things that you did before when you were trying to woo her, try to do them, if possible, consistently. You don't have to spend a huge money. You're coming home from work. If you can, buy something on the way. Maybe it's just banana, 2 or 3. One thing is enough. Or just buy bread, apple. If you're in the UK here or in the other Western world, maybe a flower once in a while. Cashew nuts, pineapple, orange, tangerine, maybe cucumber to make some salad at home. When you're going home, buy something very little, but that touches the heart. It just says that you remember the woman. It's huge. You won't understand. You see, doing it consistently, it starts to form an association in down your wife's brain that this man remembers me, he loves me. And there's nothing as big as a woman having that sense in her mind that that person, this person loves me. That woman will give you a body. Whether you want it in the shower, in the kitchen, in the living room, on the tree, in the car, that love attachment is real to her. She can imagine and she can remember every part of your penis in her brain, compacted. It's very important. Sex precedes the bed. What happens in the bedroom is a rehearsal, mental rehearsal all day. It's not just the action, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 1 hour, 1 hour, minute, 1 hour that happens in the bedroom. Is what happens before the bedroom that is actually sex. What happens before the bedroom? The mental rehearsal, the way two of you prepare your mind, okay? Saying all those lovely things. You serenade her, you toast her, you keep on psyching her, seducing her with your words. It's important consistently. And you say it genuinely. Not just saying it flippantly, but consistently and genuinely. It forms and it weaves a mental pattern in her mind, and she's craving for you all the time. You see, women too should lend their heart of seduction. Once the children are in the bed, try. You see, I always tell people in this show anyway. See, if you're a woman and you're wearing pants to bed, you are wicked. A woman has no business wearing pants to bedroom except you're having period shower. If you're having period, you put your pants, you wear your panties, that's all that kind of thing. But if you're not on your period, you have no business, whether it's ovulation or not, you have no business wearing pants to bed. Okay? As far as your husband that is in bed with you, you should not wear pants. You don't know when the man will have agros now. The man should be able to plug in and connect into the Bluetooth. Connect into the Blacktooth. Connect. You must be able to plug in easily without wasting time. So some men and they don't know how to find their way inside synagogue. They'll be looking, they will need candle, they will need torchlight, they will need the phone light to see where they are going. But some men, they don't need to, they just pack the Red Sea and they are on their way to promised land. They know the way. You see, there's no GPS in this thing. It's experience. That is why the more you do, the better you are. If you don't have sex regularly, you'll be a poor person in class. It's a thing of experience. And the more you do, the easier it is for you to get erection consistently. If you're suffering from premature ejaculation, learn to distress yourself. How do you distress yourself? Forget about the day. You are in the womb, on the altar of action. Perform there first. You cannot go back to what's worrying you afterwards. In fact, sex helps you to forget what is bothering you. Sex was made by God, is made by God to make God. Yes, sex was made by God for God and to be God. Sex is where we bring down the power of creativity of God in human form. Sex is what we use as human beings to partake in the power of creation. May God forgive me. I'm going to round up now. I'm hoping I've been able to share some few things to people. And if you've missed this video, you can watch from beginning. It's going to be on. As far as Mark Zuckerberg, our Facebook Oga, leaves it on. It's going to be on. And don't forget to join our YouTube channel to follow us regularly there. We'll put videos on there so that you can watch our videos systematically, chronologically, and you don't miss anything. This is ATG Nigeria, Act Gynecologist Nigeria, and we are the best online by the grace of God. And definitely, we will never disappoint you. This month's seminar is coming up on October 24th. It's going to be a free one. Yeah, it's going to be a free one. And we'll be talking about 7 ways to make it happen for you to have multiple pregnancy. You should be there. People have asked for free seminars all the time. Now we've made this one free. And there's no reason why you should not be there, except you don't want to be there. So you should be there. ATG is a lovely group, and we have services to ensure that we can get across to you. We will run our premium services. If you have FSH that is above 30, if you've been trying to get pregnant, you've been trying for more than 2 years, and you're not able to, it's very, very vital for you to register for our premium services so that I can consult with you one-on-one and go through your result and offer you with the best advice. Most importantly, if you go to our ATG laboratories tomorrow or next week, any test you do there, you can get access to me. Once you've done your test there, Nike, manager, or Yemi, our nurse in charge, will tell you how to forward your results to me, and I'll go through them free of charge. But the test must be done at our laboratory though. We also have our ATG IVF Center, and we are already on the November batch. If you want to get pregnant in November, it's time for you to call the IVF Center tomorrow morning and get registered and start your IVF journey to pregnancy. People are traveling from Abuja, from Port Harcourt, from Kano, all the way from London, Italy, America for IVF at our center because God has blessed us. God has given us grace. And by the grace of God, we want to be part of your story. We want to write your story with you. That is why you have to consider us first on your IVF journey to motherhood. The ATG IVF Center is here for you. And I can tell you something. The earlier you register, the better, because prices are going up. The dollar is affecting a lot of things. That is why I want the first 10 people to register this new month, okay, October, to get a discount of 10% on our IVF treatment. Register for the IVF, you get a huge discount of 10% if you register. And that 10% will give you 100K off all your total treatment. Now is the time. Don't delay. Now I'm going to open the floor now for questions and answers. So if you have questions now, put them on the screen. Let me answer them. Then I can close down this discussion as soon as possible for today, and I can get ready for the weekend as well, just like you. So any questions on this page? Let us see. Any questions? Liliana Parker. Good evening, doctor. Please, what types of position can make a woman get pregnant? Any position. There's no specific position. There's no specific position that enhances pregnancy. Every position is good. Asan Adunin Tobiat, IVF price is too expensive. I know. And the earlier the better, because the dollar is affecting everything we do. Everything we buy is imported. So, no, if you think we can make it cheaper, I would love to. But we are struggling because the prices are, they are really, really affecting. However, we can give you that discount of 100 grand on top of a total bill. Okay, consider us and see what change can happen. Consider us and give us a try. You'll be amazed. So yeah, thank you Tobias for that comment. God bless you. See, IVF actually is cheapest in Nigeria. If you look at IVF in Lagos and compared to places or other parts of the world, I know you say that, but their dollar is bigger. It's expensive everywhere. If you think IVF is expensive, think of raising a child. Okay. Okay, let's take some more questions. Please, does progesterone of 7.1 confirm you're ovulating? I would love a progesterone to be at least 18 or more to be entirely happy. Okay, our IVF, it's difficult to say what IVF cost is here. The reason is that some people, they will need straightforward IVF. They're using their own egg, their own sperm, straightforward. That is cheapest. Some want to use egg donor, or some might need egg donor along the line, or even they will need sperm donor, or they want to freeze their egg or freeze their sperm. There's obviously additional cost for trying to freeze your egg or sperm. So those are the things that will affect cost of IVF. Okay, so it depends on what you want to do. Okay, but all in all, if you're going for IVF where you're using your own egg, using your own sperm, it's 1.1. If you come and register next week, we're going to give it to you at 1 million. But that is exclusive of the cost of the medications. We can supply your medications for you, that is your drugs for you, or we can give you a list, you buy them and bring them. But the IVF itself costs 1.1, but we give it to you at 1 million if you want. How long can I start IVF after my myectomy? Give your body at least, I'll say, 6 weeks to 12 weeks to heal after fibroid surgery before you start thinking of IVF, okay? Good. So if you want the address of our IVF center, it's already on the screen. You can call them tomorrow and speak to Nike, and she'll get you all set up for the IVF, and she'll tell you even how to pay in installment. You don't have to pay your own money in bulk. You can arrange installment on payment. I have ceased period for 10 months and was diagnosed with PCOS. What is the solution? So first of all, I need to see all your hormonal profile, everything. Okay. If you have PCOS, the first thing you should do is to lose weight, at least 4 to 5 kilograms. I know you're not overweight, but still lose some weight. And if that's not happening, then we can start other treatments to see if we can push your ovaries to ovulate. Okay. But first of all, we need to do your hormonal profile to know whether there's something else going on. Tracy Ekato, you want to talk to me privately? Yes. So please, can you help me give Tracy Ekato our link to register for the premium services so that she can talk to me privately? Good evening, doctor. I used to spot 1 week and 3 days before my period. What can you use to stop it? First of all, are you on any contraceptives? Secondly, are your hormones balanced? Thirdly, is there any sign of vaginal infection? Do you have fibroids or polyps? All these things must be checked out to know what is causing you spotting in between period, so that we know what is best to do. Okay? Follow me. All right? Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Vivian Briggs, for answering the questions here. And we are getting ready to publish our videos on YouTube now. So you can always subscribe to our video channel on YouTube. ATG is on YouTube for you. Okay? Good. Do you take insurance in the United States? Obviously, we're in Nigeria now. We can't take insurance in USA now. Even in America, insurance will not cover IVF. How much will your insurance now cover IVF in Nigeria? My sister, stop it now. Allow me to are you kidding? There's no way we can collect insurance in America for IVF in Nigeria. In fact, in America, you can't use insurance for IVF. To the best of my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay? Thank you, Gloria, for answering Lamide. Doctor, you need my WhatsApp number. Dupsy Classic, please. For my WhatsApp number, imagine I put my WhatsApp number here. Do you know my phone will just be pinging 24 hours every day of the or every day? So, to get my number, just go to the premium services and then you can consult with me there. Olamide Pure. We don't do American insurance. Okay. All right. So, Olamide Pure. In America, you have dollar. And dollar, you convert it to naira, you pay for IVF for about 3 people. You can even pay for yourself and support other women too that are trying to get pregnant. And if you want to support other women trying to get pregnant, you can do one thing for us. Call Nike tomorrow morning. Pay that 1 million for a woman, okay? And I will pay the cost of their medication. I'll work with you. And I will work with you to ensure that you know the woman that you've helped. She might not want to know, you might not want her to know you, but at least you know the person that you've helped. So you pay 1 million for someone that wants to do IVF. I will personally put up the money for their drugs, okay? Right, very good. Okay? But if you pay for someone to do IVF, you can't be the one doing the IVF. You are paying for someone. Because people will now go and do a job. They will now say they are paying for someone, but they are the ones that they will now come. We know what we are doing, okay? All right. So if you want to do that kind of fraud, we'll name you and we shame you. So if you want to support somebody, it's a different thing entirely. You pay the 1 million for somebody. I will pay the cost of the drugs, but it cannot be you that is doing the IVF. You the donor, because we will find out who is the one who is paying and who you want to pay for. Okay, good. Doctor, what might cause heavy flow 2 days after ovulation? As if a baby want to come from miscarriage. It's possibly you have fibroid. Check scan. Check cervix. Do you have cervix abnormal? Check it. Get examined. Doctor, what might cause heavy flow 2 days after ovulation? I've already answered that. So it could be that you have fibroid, you might have polyp, you might have infection, you might have abnormal cervix. Okay. Can you share your hormonal result with me? Yes, but you must go through the premium services. The premium services, we have the gold service, we have the consult, the diamond, the platinum. The platinum is the best. You can do video consultation, okay, for 15 minutes every month. twice a month. The diamond service, you can call me on WhatsApp twice a month for 50 minutes, but no video call, but voice call. Then we have the gold service, which you can consult with me through text on the phone for a year. The platinum, the diamond, the gold are all for a year. We now have the monthly consult, which is just for 1 month through WhatsApp text. And we also have the weekly consult, which is just only for a week. People asked for those services, we gave them because that's what people wanted. You did a hormonal profile. Your results show that you have hormonal imbalance for 2 years now. You've not been able to see your period. It's just 2-3 times every year or something like that. I hear desire. Let me go through your results, okay, privately in my WhatsApp page. Join a premium service. I hear desire, and let us go through them. But before you join the premium services, please listen to me. You must be willing to do basic tests that I will require of you. Because I'm not a magician, I'm not a babalawo, I'm not a Dr. Lawo, I'm only a Dr. Gynae. I will need to go through your results to be able to give you the best advice. So if you're not ready to do any test or do the required test, then there's no need you subscribing and then you not following through. I want to ensure that the people I'm dealing with henceforth, they are ready to do all these tests. Even if it's not in ATG lab, which it doesn't matter, but do the test in a proper, respectable lab so I can go through your result. Obviously, I want everybody hearing me. I want everybody paying attention to me. I want everybody watching me to do all their tests at the ATG center because it's my lab. It's our ATG lab. I mean, if you want, do your test there. I love it. I'll be happy. But if you can't, no big deal. Just do them in any good, reliable lab and send results to me. I'll go through them, okay? But through the premium services. But if you don't want to join premium services, you can go through our laboratory. Just do your test there. Automatically, you become a premium services member. By doing your test at our laboratory, you're automatically a premium services member. If you're my Odili Udoba, she's asking for the cost of egg and sperm donor in IVF. I don't know on top of my head now, but call the office tomorrow morning. They open 9 a.m. on Saturday. Speak to Nikia or Yemi, the nurse in charge, or Dr. Chuma. They'll go through the price list and give you the price list. You can even walk in to our office at any time and you can consult with one of our fertility doctors and you can consult there. They will go through the information with you, know what you need, what's your problem, what's the challenge, and tell you the best thing to do. You can walk in for a consultation at the ATG IVF Center tomorrow, anytime, free, open. Just walk in there, you see Dr. Chuma, Dr. Bamdele, they'll consult with you and go through information and give you the best advice and tell you what to do. And if you need donor eggs or donor sperm, or you need to freeze egg or freeze sperm, they'll give you guidance on all these things. Doctor, can itching vagina prevent a woman from getting pregnant? No. If you have itching in your vagina, go and get examined, do swabs to know what is causing your infection or causing your itching, and then get treated for it. My sister Ruth, okay? Thank you, Ruth, for that question. Ruth Godwin, Banan, I've already answered your question. Glory Emmanuel Lazaville, how long should a woman wait after delivery to go for family planning? There's some family planning you can have at the point of delivery. There's a family planning you can have 3 weeks after the delivery. It depends on what type of family planning you want to choose. Depending on the type of family planning you want to choose, we now the time they will not give us the time we can advise you. For example, now if you're doing a cesarean section, I can put in a Mirena coil inside your womb during cesarean section. If you have a normal delivery, I can put in some sort of treatment, okay, for you for family planning, okay. So it depends. The stuff that contains estrogen for family planning, we don't give it until 3 weeks after delivery because of the risk of you forming blood clots. So it depends on how soon you want to start the family planning after delivery and what you prefer as well. Aibe is saying that there's done HSG. They said that there's a non-demonstrable fallopian tube. It's not visible. That means the tubes are blocked. If they've done HSG properly and they can't see the tubes, that means the tubes are blocked. Sometimes, rarely speaking, there'll be tubal spasm. The tubes will just freeze. They're going to shock during HSG, and we think they are blocked. And in most cases, once we do what we call delayed phase X-ray, we take X-ray after a while, after you relax, we actually see the fluid going through your tubes later, towards the end of the HSG. Those ones we say they're not blocked. But if your tubes are blocked completely, okay, and HSG has said that it is blocked, then it's IVF, because there's no way anybody can get the egg released from your ovary to pass through your tube to get into your womb. And if your tubes are blocked, if you get pregnant, the first thing you must do is to do a scan at around 4 or 5 weeks, at around 6 weeks pregnancy, around 5 weeks, to check that it's not ectopic. But if you have blocked tube, you are at risk of having ectopic pregnancy. If you have blocked tubes, you are at risk of having ectopic pregnancy. Ectopic pregnancy is an emergency because it can damage the tubes. And it can be life-threatening as well. Okay. So let's go off now. Thank you guys for your questions today. So tomorrow morning, if you need IVF, you need to get pregnant, just call the laboratory tomorrow, call the IVF center. Then the manager will talk to you, Nike, or Dr. Chioma, or Nurse Yemi Beckis, and they'll guide you on your way to pregnancy. Hope to see you soon this weekend. Once again, this is me, Dr. J, at Ask the Gynecologist. Bye-bye.